Welcome back to Vagabond, Gypsy, Tarot, and Oracle readings. Today we are doing our Spring Equinox reading. We're going to have a 3-pile pick a card here shortly, but I wanted to do a little bit of a talk before. So we are on today, March 20th. We are in the Vernal Equinox. In the Northern Hemisphere, we are in our Spring Equinox. Everything is ready to bloom and rebirth itself in the Northern Hemisphere. Today we have a waning moon in the sign of Pisces on this vernal spring equinox, vernal equinox. And on the horizon before sunrise today, you should be able to see the constellation Pisces. And that's the first constellation that is visible before sunrise on the vernal equinox. I put Aquarius out here because some believe that we are entering or soon to be in the age of Aquarius. We are still in the age of Pisces. And I'll read the card here. It says, the moon in Pisces, well, I'm talking the age of Pisces, beware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies. And I will read the Aquarius. Time is ripe for celebrating life. Make the most of parties, gatherings, and other social opportunities. So what connects with you most? I'm not sure what age we are in. I'd like to think we are entering the age of Aquarius soon. I think we're still in Pisces, but are we? Who knows? And the moon is waning today. Let go of which is causing your inner turmoil. Now is the time for casting away emotions that are no longer serving you. So it actually fits well with beware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies as well. But it also fits in quite nicely with the time is right for celebrating life. So maybe we can consider ourselves on the border of the two ages. What a beautiful time to be alive, right? And the Fool energy in this deck here is Julie Kuchawatz's Blue Moon Tarot. It is just the major arcana in this deck. Let's see here if I can pull that out for you to look at. Yep, so we have the Blue Moon Major Arcana deck we're using for that. And I liked that because I really kind of liked the Fool interpretation of the vernal equinox, because it's like starting anew. And that's kind of what we feel like when spring comes around. Everything is brand new and fresh hope. Everything's ripe, new beginnings. So I just kind of thought I would pull that out here to show you this as well. So the backs of these cards are quite beautiful as well. As you can see, they're all the same. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and push this forward right here. And then I'm going to bring in my 3 piles for our 3-pile pick a card for our spring, vernal equinox, spring, entering into spring. I'm going to go ahead and push this a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'm going to push them aside. I want you to still be able to see them, but I want to kind of move these cards a little bit forward so you can look at the piles a little better here. Excuse my adjusting here. So let's do this and this and that. There. Okay. So we have pile 1 here. Here's the stone I chose for pile 1. Pile 2. Pile 2 here. And pile 3. It's green. It's kind of hard to see, but it is green. Okay, so take a few moments to see which pile resonates with you. Again, we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust these cards once you pick your pile for your reading. So we will see you back here at pile 1. Welcome back, pile 1, for your reading. So let's go right to it and see what we've got going on for you. And I'm going to do these in the order that I drew them. So this is a reading for your spring season equinox coming up here. I should actually move these out of the way, I guess, but I kind of wanted you to still see them. So I'm gonna leave them up there. Okay, so we have 10 of Swords in reverse. So there's the 10 of Swords upright and 10 of Swords in reverse. So the 10s are end of a cycle. And this might be saying that you are not wanting to end something. You're wanting to carry something with you. Some baggage into the new season of spring here that maybe you shouldn't. Or there's something that is a situation that you are involved in, possibly a troubling situation that's going to continue on for a little bit longer. It's something that is not going to resolve itself. It's something that's not going to resolve itself overnight. It's something that needs to be worked on. Let's see if we can find out. Okay, interesting. We've got the Fool again here with the new beginnings and the new season of growth and growth and new beginnings. Although the Fool is represented as new beginnings, it is also represented as a little bit of foolishness as well. Naivete, as I always say. There could be a lot of that energy causing this situation here with the 10 of Swords in reverse. Again, we're looking at the 10 of Swords, so we're looking at 10 of Reason, air. It's an air sign, and actually the Fool is an air sign in my mind as well. Kind of moving forward without really putting a whole lot of thought, and that might be what caused this 10 of Swords situation. you know, I mean, that might be what caused the situation. I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the way, actually. So, yeah, I mean, this is the Ten of Swords upright. And the 10 is like the sign of endings and fulfillment, usually. But this is actually indicating that this situation is not over yet. Whatever whatever this baggage is that you're carrying with you, it's not over yet. So let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, so we have the Eight of Wands, which is interesting because we have the swords and the wands. So the Eight of Wands is creativity. It looks as though you're going to be able to use your reason and creativity to get you out of this situation, whatever needs to be done. It seems like you're going to do it with this Fool energy. I get this feeling that you're going to get yourself out of this situation pretty quick. I know I previously said that it was something that's still you're carrying with you into this season, and that's exactly what I think it is. I think it's just something that you're carrying into the spring equinox, but you're kind of sick of it, and whatever this situation is, you want it to be resolved, and you want to take action on it. You're ready to take action on it, whatever this situation is. It might be you might have been holding out to make a move because you thought it was the best way to do it, whatever this situation is. As I said, as I always say, this is a general reading for the public. So if it resonates with you, it's probably something that you're like, oh yeah, that's me. I know what you're talking about. Take a sip of my coffee here. And so tens in my mind also, like if you look at it upright, it's like you have gone through the worst time, and you're done. The battle, you've either won or lost in the battle, but it was a hard ride. But it's also, like I said, it's the end of a cycle, but it's also renewal. So in the normal card facing upward, completion, something is done, but you have not completed this, whatever it is. There still needs to be a completion, and you're kind of sick of it. You're kind of sick of the way things have been going, and you're ready to make a move, and you almost just like gave up. You're giving up, I should say, overthinking it. And that's where this Fool energy is coming in for this change, this action that needs to take place. So yeah, I kind of think that, we all go through things similar to this, and in life we have to make decisions and choose to move forward or stay stagnant where we're at. And you are carrying something into this spring season with you that is time to come to an end, possibly. So, my friends, for pile one, if this resonates with you, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and it's welcome to spring in the northern hemisphere. I'm so excited. I'm so sick of this weather. living in a northern state in the northern hemisphere, it's pretty, I mean, to get freezing temperatures in March is like abnormal. Usually it's like in the 30s, 40s, 50s maybe, but freezing temperatures in mid March, I'm done with it. So I'm really excited for spring. I pulled out the Fairies Tarot. I pulled out the Legend of the Arthurian Tarot, and I've got the Tarot of the Nile here. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope you have a blessed equinox. Welcome back, pile 2, for your reading here for spring equinox. I'm going to throw my stones around. Okay, so I'm going to pull these. I'm going to reveal these in the way that I pulled them. So first, second, third. And they will move on to tell the story, I should say. I didn't say that in the first one, but I'm saying it now. So I have the Fairies Tarot, the Legend Arthurian Tarot, and the Tarot of the Nile. Kind of got a mixture of things going on here, but I kind of wanted to do it that way. So let's see here. Okay, so let's start with the Fairies Tarot. Okay, so we have Strength in Reverse. I love these cards. They're stunning to me. Okay, so Strength in Reverse. Well, there might be some self-doubt going on, or low self-esteem, not feeling good enough with the Strength card in reverse. Possibly you're carrying this information into the, or you're carrying this energy into the spring equinox. This is your spring equinox reading. Let's see what else we have here. Two of Shields. So that is twos are the numerology of balance, and this is the suit of pentacles in this deck. So with this strength card in reverse, there might be even though this is facing upright, this is I believe dealing with money matters. You might be you want to start a new project, a new business adventure, and you don't quite have the money, and this you might not have the funds to start this. It's you might need to start out a little bit slower, or rethink your launch of this new idea, this new project, this new money-making adventure, possibly. And you like I said, you're dealing with this lack of feeling good enough as well. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, we have the Sun in reverse. So Sun in reverse is fitting in with this as well. I mean, it's almost like you've lost your spark or your energy to move forward, and you're kind of being pessimistic, and you're not putting yourself fully into this project, or you're not maybe giving it enough of a chance as well, with this lack of confidence, and you're feeling not, like you're not worthy, or you're questioning yourself, And with this Two of Shields here, Two of Pentacles, it has to do with your earthly environment, family, home, finances. It could have something to do with a love relationship. You might be feeling not worthy enough, or you're part of a team, a partnership, and you're feeling like you're not you're not as worthy as the other person. But you need to stop that right away, because you are worthy enough, and maybe this other person is making you feel like you aren't worthy enough, and it's working. How they're making you feel, and that is part of the problem. The eights are the card of control and strength and moving forward, and in reverse, that is not happening. You're like you have lost the courage or the will to move on. But you are an equal partner to whatever this situation is, and you need to remember that, and you need to somehow at least put that image forward, because in this situation, to me, I'm getting the feeling like you could be taken advantage of pretty easily. And if this resonates with you, you're going to feel it. You know what I mean? And as far as this being a general reading for the public, if you're resonating with this, you will you'll get it right away. I mean, I feel like this reading here is something that's pretty much out there, and you feel it, whether it's at work, work environment, because that has to do with your earthly being. I mean, you're at work sometimes just as much as you're with your family. You know what I mean? Or with your partner, or if you know, at home. You're at work as much as you're at home. So I really feel like it might have to do with like a venture, a money-making venture, or work, or a partnership that you want to start out with somebody to build a legacy, to build a business, but you're not feeling equal, is what I'm seeing. Even though this Two of Pentacles is upright, it is here to say this is what it's telling me, that it's like has to do with another person, at least one other person, or a balance. And as I said, it could have to do with a relationship as well. It could have to do with an unequal partnership in a love relationship, or a friend relationship. So either way, it doesn't matter. It still is showing that you're not feeling like an equal partner, or an equal part of the team, let's say. But yeah, I know I said this in the first reading. This is something that happens. Sometimes our motivation and it just could be a day-to-day thing, really. You could just wake up in the morning and just feel not right, not right on, not right about yourself, or just feeling a little low, or, feeling sad, or not feeling worthy. I mean, that can happen. So this is how I'm feeling. It might, I think that with this balance card in the center, partnerships, dualities, balance, I really feel like this is going to, it's going to work itself out, you know, but it's just that you actually need, you know how I always say, we are willing to choose. We can choose if something will happen to us or not as well sometimes. So knowing this, in this case, in this reading, if this resonates with you, knowing this bit of information can possibly help you to turn that around immediately. You might not even realize that you're resonating this energy, and you definitely would like to get these two turned around. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean like you have to be a bull in a china shop, but it you know, you definitely want this to be an equal partnership and an equal balance, and at least so you don't feel unworthy. You might not take a equal role in making things happen, or there might be steps that you don't do that somebody else does, but it still equals out as long as you get to, you know, do your part. I'm kind of getting that feeling like it's, you don't have to do everything that another person does to be equal. You can split the job, in other words. You know what I mean? You can split the job. So, I'm thinking that you should probably take some time and, you know, think about, especially if this resonates with you, on how to at least present yourself. Make sure you don't walk into this looking like you feel almost as if you could. First of all, you should try to, you know, I mean, you can try to reverse this feeling, but even if you can't, I'm also getting the feeling that you should kind of at least present yourself like that is not how it is, so that you don't get walked on or get mistaken for being weak, because you're not. You know, this is funny because it actually kind of, pile one was kind of similar to this in a way. I mean, I think, but you could go back and watch pile one if you, maybe you kind of were having a tough time picking between pile 1 and 2. I haven't done pile 3 yet, but we'll see if that one shows the same type of energy, but it might just be the universal energy coming into this season as well. Okay, so if you want to join me back at pile 3, we will see you here in one moment. Welcome back, pile 3, for your reading for the vernal equinox, spring equinox. Really excited for this season. As I was saying, I just hate this weather in the northern hemisphere this year. Living in a northern state, I mean, as I was saying, I don't know if I said it at the beginning, I think I said it in the last pile, but it's like you don't have like 8-10 degrees in March, even here. So it's like when we have this kind of weather, it's disheartening, you know, when it rains and freezes. And anyway, I'm really excited for spring. So let's go ahead and read your cards as I pulled them. This is the Fairies Tarot. This is the Legend of the Arthurian Tarot, and this is the Tarot of the Nile. Kind of a mix here, but I kind of felt, you know, vernal equinox, spring equinox with all of these cards. I always have to get the Egyptians in there. Sorry. And the fairies and the Arthurians. I love it. Anyway, let's go ahead and, okay, so we've got the Hermit in reverse. Look at that card. These cards, I love them. I try to keep them so safe. I even put them in like a Ziploc because I'm so afraid of ruining them. I love them so much. I don't use them a ton, but the box looks like garbage right now. Okay, so we have the Hermit in reverse. Very interesting, because the Hermit in reverse says you might be feeling isolated lately, and this is the energy that you're bringing into this spring season, and that makes pretty much sense. You may have been withdrawing and kind of antisocial lately with this Hermit card in reverse. Upright, it's like spiritual enlightenment and soul searching, but as I said, this could be like a little bit of paranoia setting in as well. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Justice, Lady of the Lake. Okay, so the Justice card, yeah, you might be feeling paranoid. I mean, I guess, let's see here. So the Justice card, is the card of, it could be like a win-win situation, or it could be like cause and effect. You know, I mean, what you do will come back to you tenfold or threefold, or what, you know, threefold, or let me go ahead and pull this third card, see if we can get a better. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups in reverse again. I mean, I've got reversals in every single reading so far. I'm like, okay, should I be flipping the cards over? But no, I'm going to leave them as they are, because this is the energy you're coming into the season with. Now it's making a little bit of sense here. You're feeling like justice has not been served and you aren't being treated fairly in whatever this situation is. And if you resonated with this deck or with this pile, and this resonates with you, you probably, and I've said this for all three now, is that it probably pops out at you right away, and it's the situation that you know of and you are aware of. But and you might have some regret, because this Four of Cups in reverse is a card of in this is depicting like the loss of stability, the loss of foundation, but reversing it, it's actually saying that you are letting go of regret on something, and you are either hoping that justice will be served. You might have had some regret about something and feel a little bit guilty and a little bit, maybe even a little bit paranoid about a situation that you think that maybe you caused, that the injustice in this situation, that justice was not balanced because of you. But you are done with that, and you are going to move forward and let go of that regret, because it's not something that I don't feel like you caused, even though you're feeling kind of guilty about this situation. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like it's a situation where you think that you caused the negative things to happen, but I really don't feel like it is. I feel like it was a self-induced paranoia, a self-induced guilt with this Hermit in reverse. And I'm glad that I'm seeing this Four of Cups in reverse, because the Four of Cups in reverse, as I said, is moving you out of that situation. You are saying, I'm done with this. I'm done feeling guilty. I'm done. And maybe you have even tried to make things work out. You know what I mean? You've been honest with somebody. This card, justice itself, represents honesty. I mean, no lies. And for some reason, you are feeling like you were the cause of some kind of injustice, should I say, and that you were the cause of the balance being off and harmony not being achieved. But the truth will come out eventually, and I really think that you're just done with it at this point, and you're almost to the point of, well, maybe somebody did make you feel guilty for this situation, whatever it is, made you feel like you were the cause of the injustice, or made them, made you feel like you were the cause of what happened. But I really feel like you fell into that belief system, and you're carrying that into this spring vernal equinox season, but it's not going to last. You're done with it. You're done feeling the guilt. You're done with the guilt trip. You're done with whatever this situation is. I like this reading here. Now, this is different than the first two readings. So as I was saying, the first two readings were somewhat similar. So if you didn't resonate with this pile at all, then you can go on to that. But yeah, so the Hermit card is the 9, and 9s are numerologically of fulfillment. So you've been feeling less than fulfilled lately. And the 4s, as I said, let's see, are of foundation and stability, and you are ready to bring back that stability, whether this situation or this person or this group of people or this mindset has been dragging you down for a while. And this one is so positive. I really like this one because it's like it's time to be aware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies, and it's sitting right here. And then this one is it's time, the time is ripe for celebrating life, and you're just about, and that's right here actually. So this is perfect. This is a perfect reading for you guys for well, I shouldn't say perfect. What's perfect? But anyways, you get it. And I hope that you enjoyed this reading for my pile 3s. If you didn't resonate with this pile, you can certainly go back and check out pile 1 and 2. And as I said, pile 1 and 2 were could be interchanged quite easily. I mean, if you resonate with one of those, you probably should watch 1 and 2 as well. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope you have a blessed vernal equinox, spring equinox. I'm so excited for spring in the northern hemisphere. I hope we have a beautiful spring and summer, and of course my favorite season is fall. But I'm not too rushed to get there this year. Let's bring spring on in, and with the growth and the flowers, and I'm really excited to get my flowers and herbs outside as well. So we will see you back again. If you want to join me for our weekly readings, that would be great. You calculate the day of the week you were born on, and you get a weekly energy forecast as well. See if it aligns with this. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and we will see you back again.